Hey there and welcome back to another Sunday special. We are going to play Expeditions, a MudRunner game, and we are going to conquer the mission as Squatters Right. Arizona government. We would like you to visit one of the remarkable places in the region. Unfortunately, it is remarkable not for its beauty, but on the contrary, it is a crass, rusty plane that spoils local fuels and may further scare off tourists. We estimate the cost of its disposal, so it needs to be carefully examined. Well, I don't think it will scare tourists away though. I think it will really bring tourists back in. And I think that's actually a pretty decent thing though, if you want to go for that. Because you're afraid of it, just go for it. Now, let's see how it looks like though. The rewards and the challenges. We are going to get a Gearbox, a Kena Ishida. We will get from drone operator, a workshop-based module, allows to create certain inventory items, which is kind of cool. We don't know how that works out yet. And West Outpost deploy area. Now, consume no more than 60 liters of fuel. So we do need one that is actually very generous though with fuel consumption. Take less than 200 damage and complete an expedition. So we're not going to drive around or anything like that though. Now this is a beautiful ability to have though. Minus 30% consumption of fuel. Also known as power apparently. Now I'm not sure what we do. A logistician specialist we do need. Alright, well, there we are. Let's hire someone. Plus 100% of not percent, but 100 fuel or 50% any signal coverage zone. Ground drone, which is interesting. Marks, binocular or drone up hills and down hills. Let's go for this one. There we go. Now I kind of want to keep all-wheel drive on though, but we want to save most of our fuel, right? So let's just drive as well as we can without all-wheel drive. And we just activate it once we do need it. But the driving is already difficult. As you can see, the front is actually digging in, while the back is pushing us forward, meaning that we are sliding a little bit more than normal. But here we are. We have a beautiful little scout though, right? You know, we did not make it too heavy or anything like that. It's just pure mission focus right now. You know what? Let's put the all-wheel drive on. And the liter fuel usage is not much higher though. Maybe at 0.1 though. Probably. From here you can already see your goal. Look through the binoculars. Well, we don't have to. We already have explored all of that before, remember? If not, oh boy, just check out the older video of last week. Had a great time, by the way. First time actually that we were here in beautiful Arizona. It's kind of fascinating, by the way. I just finished up SnowRunner recording and I thought like, oh yeah, well, you know, I still have a day until we have to record this one. And guess what though? Yeah, that's not the case though. That's not the case. It's actually Sunday today, so. But it's nice to see these trucks though, right? You know, in both games. I have to say this little vehicle is really eating the dirt though, right? You know, the cactus and everything just numbs it away. Oh yeah, look at that though. There's actually a cactus or cacti stuck right below a vehicle. Woo-hoo! You know what? Let's lower this. We do need more control. We really need more control though over this vehicle's driving. Because if we are slamming the steering wheel left and right, yeah, it is not going to help any of us. Papa. It looks like a place where we can go up to get closer to the plane. Now, ain't that a nice thing though, huh? And that's why maybe we should actually focus on the missions before anything else, right? Because we already have been here. I think it makes a little bit more sense though. Start scanning. Papa. Nice. It's a very interesting bomber though. Someone is living in a crashed plane, but where does he get his food? Well, probably snakes, scorpions, and coyotes though, huh? Scan is complete. Drive up to the cliff. You don't want to know what I did, Reed. Oh yeah, just drive off it. Man, that view is just amazing, isn't it? What an amazing view. I love it. There we go. State's complete. Alright, so what I want to do though is get a shortcut, right? We don't want to lose any fuel, but I have to do it in a practical way. So once we do get off here, that we are going to have an amazing time by just driving forward. You know, that we don't have to fight the terrain downstairs. And I think this is the place to do it. Oh, wrong button. No, yeah, used to a beautiful other game. Now we have a winch here. Inventory. There we go. And I would say winch. Apparently if we do it with there we go. Nope. Naughty game developers. Very, very naughty, I have to say, right? You know, by SnowRunner we could actually use our mouse for this, but no, here we have to do it all. Oh no! Oh, it actually snapped off. It actually snapped off. That was scary though. Alright. Need to accelerate as much as possible. Do we need more? A little bit. Alright. Release the winch. And off we go. Explore the area. 88%. Not bad, not bad, not bad. By the way, they are worrying about food, right? You know, for that person who lives in that tent. Well, you know what I will be worried about for him? Not food. There's plenty of food in the desert, though, if you know where to look. Examine the traces of the wreck. Which wreck? Now we have to get back over there. Okay. I will be worried about the water, though. Yeah, that is extremely difficult to get in the desert. Sure, if you know how to hunt in the desert, you probably know how to get water in the desert too, but that's something that is mostly overlooked. You cannot put a deer in a bottle, but you can put water in a bottle, you know what I'm saying? Ay. So, they kind of force me, huh? Yeah, they kind of force me to move up here. That's alright, we are barely using any fuel though. Not worth it. Not worth it though. Okay, we are giving up on that plan. We are going to move forward. We could do it over here though. Yeah. At least it is a tiny shortcut right now. Come on, activate it. Oh yeah, low gear. A little bit further. There you go. Oh boy, don't tell me now, right? Come on, we can do this. Low gear. Maybe we can actually trick the system a little bit. And use that one. And that over there. So we are hauling the rear. No tricky here though, huh? Alright, let's go a little bit back. It's the front that is stuck against something. Slowly we are moving though, slowly. There we go, there we go. Nice. We are doing it sideways. Whew. Yeah, the struggle is real though with the different button layouts, man. You know, I'm really struggling with that right now. It's just muscle memory from SnowRunner. That's more of a me issue right now, ain't it? Oh yeah, come on, big boy. I'm not sure how much liters we did actually use or go through. That's not going to be the worst case though. Worst case scenario. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to use now more fuel, which is acceptable by me. Let's go put this one over there. Just the last one that we do need though, practically. Oh, there we go. Yep. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. We made it though. We made it. We are using also a lot more fuel, by the way. So let's go and press this one back. And a slow little race back. Well, yeah, it's a good mission though, right? You know, we have explored the little surrounding over there, although we did not really notice that much though. But it's a good job. Job well done. We get paid for what we have to do, what he wants us to do after all. Here we go. Expedition complete. We got it all though. I was a little bit worried about the fuel, but we did it. We absolutely did it. That's nice. That's really, really nice. And yeah, let's go back. Let's see what we can do next. Another expedition. Expedition. No. Yes, actually. Wow, man. It's like for mobile games or something, huh? The layout. The game is extremely good though, but wow. Fallen from Heaven is the next mission. Arizona government. We have lost one of our drones somewhere in the tourist area. Its flight recorder may contain important information that should not fall into the wrong hands. Investigate the suspected drone crash site and deliver the flight recorder. That is kind of interesting though, right? You know, like what type of, you know what I mean? What type of drone are we talking about though? Fallen from Heaven. It's again from the government, so you know what I mean? Ooh, 2x2 kilometer Grand Canyon. Very nice, very nice. So we do need an operator and a metal detector, huh? Rewards. Take less than 50 damage from tire inflation. Wait a minute, from tire inflation? Interesting. Don't flip the car more than 3 times. Complete an expedition. Alright, sounds easy enough to me though. Alright, look at that. We got a Kotko Kanyo SRI and Akana Ishida is going to drive with us. As you can see, we have everything that we do need. So off we go, off we go. No, cancel. Off we go. Oh yeah, and here we are, and he wants us to go that way. Awesome sauce. Let's go, let's go. It's a nice little isolated place around here. Oh yeah, I'm kind of getting used to all of this directly though, which is interesting. Oh, neutral by accident. I kind of got used to it. Yeah, we can actually build some. Wow, that's a lot of money that we have right now. Very interesting, very interesting. This might be a good one though. Allows for fast transportation of a vehicle to the location of any other vehicle on the map in exchange for fuel. Essential storage contains some fuel, wheels and spare parts. The resources are resupplied in between deployments. Very interesting. Generator and a workshop. Allows the crafting of certain inventory items with the help of spare parts. Inventory items can be exchanged for spare parts as well. So yeah, we just have to deliver that, and that's what we are going to get. Very interesting though. I do like it. I do appreciate these missions, right? You know, and these constructions that we can actually use in free mode, or free roam mostly. New objective, unfortunate trip, the Khan Loaf. I do like that little hippie bus though, huh? It always makes me smile whenever I see one of those hippie buses stranded. Especially in SnowRunner, right? It's always in the middle of freaking nowhere. Alright, now what we want to do is put this one on medium. And we want to take less than 50 damage apparently, right? So we gotta be careful. And we gotta be steady. So maybe low gear plus will be a beautiful thing to do. Also add that one into differential lock. Oh, I noticed one bad thing though. I really don't have any fuel with me. Now, how cool is that though, huh? I mean, now we better be careful with our fuel consumption. Oh yeah. Ah, this feels real though. Well, I don't have a VR headset on or a working direct drive steering wheel. But it does feel nice though, I have to say. I love driving like this. I do love nighttime. But I really have to think about... Oh. There we go. Yeah, I do really have to think about fewer experiences too, right? Cannot deny that. One of the most important things though, huh? If you're making a YouTube video. Alright, back to auto. We're going to move slowly here though. So back to low gear plus. Just for straight places we can go a little bit quicker though. But kind of want to be careful though, right? You know, with the rocks and the boulders. You're already doing pretty well on climbs. But be careful, there's another one ahead. Well, don't worry about that though, big boy or girl. Explore the area for 0%, huh? Well, that's not going to be bad. It's right over there. Meaning we are going to use our drone and binoculars. Okay, low gear instead of low gear plus. So we have a little bit more control. Oh yeah, low gear plus. Now we can speed up. Oh, what is that over there? Do we see that? On the line? On the ridge line? I don't know though. We're going to check it out. 14% right now. Alright, now let's see. We could use the drone here. Echo sounder right there. 70%. Aha. Oh, look at that though. That's the Khan Loaf right over there. Yeah, that's unfortunate though. But what is this over there? It's like... That's not the black box now, is it? I mean, the compartment where the black box is in. It seems to be a drone. No, that's the tail of a... No way. That's the tail of a helicopter, right? No, it's the engine and the rotor of an airplane. Very cool though, very cool. And the last... Oh, there we go. That's where the drone is at. Oh, yeah. This is some very important mission, though. Huh? Look at that. That's a military drone. That's the wing. That's another wing over there. I do appreciate, though. This is a lot of fun. Got another part down there to the left. 95%. Could have done it in the last episode of our last mission, actually, too. Oh yeah, that's a watering hole. Not sure where they want me to go, so let's just take the wide turn. There we go. And now we have to go towards there. That's cool. Man, this is a lot of fun though. It is so different than what I'm used to, right? By the way, we must have a very good track record though. If they do trust us, you know, you and I, to actually handle a black box from a military drone, to be fair with you. Alright, start scanning. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that is really cool. That is really cool that we have to do it in a drone way like this though. I do like that very much. Alright, let's go this way. Got a wing over there. And to the right we have another wing. It is difficult to actually... No ping sound. Nope. Okay, to the right. So I was correct. It is kind of difficult to control though, right? You know, because of the wind maybe and the input lag. Not from my computer or something, but because of our jeep towards our, well, drone. There we are. Explore the search area. There you go. Let's go on the left side here. Yeah, this is a little part that I just did catch with my eye. Kind of seems like it was shot on though. Yeah, that's a hole though. That's not from an impact. It did not get ripped in two or anything like that. So something or someone did actually take care of that drone. Not in my backyard though. Not in my desert. There we are. Find the flight recorder. It seems that the part we need is somewhere upstairs. A metal detector will help determine the location. Well, I do agree with that. Let's put that on. It's to our left, apparently. Yep. It's right where I thought it would be, though, huh? It's kind of funny, by the way. Oh, there's something to our right. Yeah, there's a yellow marker, too. We will check it out in a bit. But the funny thing about this is, though, is that in the deserts there are a lot of minerals. Not always, though, not everywhere, but these, we have a massive chance, though, to have minerals inside of the earth. So metal detector, a powerful one, might actually distract us a little bit more than I want to. Here we are. Trades. Look at that big boy. Absolutely amazing. We got it. Flight recorder. Now we have to deliver the flight recorder to the outpost. But first I want to check what we can find with the other signal that we did actually get, right? I think it might be promising leads. Maybe some dinosaur bones. Who knows what, right? You know, and I want to investigate that little yellow marker too. Again, we have to be careful, remember? The mission is not yet over, and I did forget about it a little bit, though. We have to be careful with the damage that we are taking in. So if this is going to be a risky... Yeah, it's definitely going to be risky, though. We do need to build here on a bridge, I would say. Deliver supplies. Spare parts, 75. Ah, the resources are sufficient. Interesting. Okay. I did not know that I had those resources with me, but I have it stored somewhere, so that's great. Okay, there's also a red one right now. I mean, if we are building a bridge like this, we also have to be the first that actually build it though, right? So we know that we can put our name on it. Oh, there is some supplies over here, over there. Do you see it? Oh, we took damage. Not good, not good. I love these canyons though. The dangerous thing about it is if you don't have any water or gasoline left and you are just driving inside of one of these empty, you know, not really empty but blockades, one might say. Dead ends, etc. Oh, these spare parts. Okay, that's cool though. That's rather cool. Scrap metal. Let's go for the winch over there. Do you see that? There's actually something over here too. Oh, okay. Just an optical illusion though. Just an optical illusion. Oh yeah, this is fun though, isn't it? Look at this. Oh yeah. We gotta be very, very precise here. Oh yeah, by SnowRunner, man, we will already be crying though. Yeah. Vehicle destroyed and on its side. No doubt about that though, huh? No doubt about that. Okay, we are running almost full tires though right now. I believe technically we are, well, slightly filled to the max. Not sure what that sound is about right now. Something did happen. Maybe we did... Oh, what is that? Oh. We did find something right over there. Interesting. Is that like a campsite or something? Oh. Some resources though. That is interesting though. But what are those boxes? I don't know. I don't know. Do I trust it? Heck no. I trust nothing that I find in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I don't want to touch that though, right? Who knows what's on there? Now it says that it found something. Maybe? Nope, nothing like that though. Huh. If any of you do know what that sound means, that bleep bleep bleep, let me know, alright? Sure, the battery is also getting a little bit on the low side, but that's because we were running the radar for quite a while though. We could charge it up. We have some extra batteries with us, but there's no need for that either. Absolutely zero. You know what will be awesome though in games like this? That we do have different seasons, right? You know, and you don't have to last long, but too short will make it so unrealistic. You know, like there might be a downpour season so that all of these little river crevasses, they do actually, you know, like fill up a little bit though, right? You know, that will be very, very cool. There we are. Task complete. Awesome though. Awesome. Look at that. We have everything, which is very nice. Now we can actually get a special horn though, but I will wait with that. Take less than 50 damage. Yeah, that's very nice. Alright. We got a new bumper, which is absolutely fantastic. Lots of money. And now we are going to deliver if I can. Actually, I cannot, it seems. We could build something here. Wait, this is an interesting little thing. I'm not sure why we should do that. Trade. Trade. Workshop. Yeah, we can make these, but... Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go out of here. Stop tracking. We can do that later on. It seems like a good plan. Return to the headquarters. To headquarters. And by that, though, I also want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time, and I will see you guys in the next one, though. Stay happy, stay healthy, and bye-bye.